Hi, welcome back. Let's talk. Today, in our talk, we're going to talk about Portugal. We're going to talk about the climate, the gastronomy, and its history. So stick around and let's discover a little bit of Portugal. Lately, Portugal has been advertised, and this obviously pre COVID, as one of the favorite tourist destinations of the moment. But for years and years, Portugal was almost undiscovered and a little bit underrated in my view. Because I was born in Portugal, and in my view, the country has a lot to offer for those who really want to have a great experience, a lovely holiday, and discover a different culture. For example, if you are really keen in history, you have centuries of history, millennia of history to discover in Portugal. You will find lots of Roman cities, you will find Celts, you will find Visigoths, but there's even prehistoric um, benches in north in a place called Foscoa. There's also even dinosaur footprints. I know that most of Portuguese don't knew about it. I must admit I've never been there, but they exist. And um, apart from its history and apart from all this very, very, very rich heritage that Portugal has, and for those who love history, just like myself, it's just a handful. You will find amazing things to discover from north to south. There is so much to do and so much to explore that rest assured, a 2 week holiday won't be enough. Sometimes I wonder if 1 month holiday would be enough to explore every single bit of history that Portugal has. But for those who are a little bit of a foodie, there is plenty as well. Portugal doesn't have a national dish per se. Some say it's the charcoal chicken, which is quite wrong. The charcoal chicken actually was originated in Africa, and it was brought to Portugal when there was when Africa countries like Angola and Mozambique were colonized by the Portuguese, and obviously with the mix of cultures, and this was brought to Portugal. But the charcoal chicken, or like you would say in Portuguese, galinha à cafrial or frango à cafrial, um, it is not at all a Portuguese dish. Um, but as I said, others believe it might be the dried salted cod, which also would be unfair to say that it is a national dish. From north to south, every region of Portugal adds its own little gastronomy bubble. So they will have dishes that are very characteristic from that particular region. So if you go to Portugal and if you really like your food, you will have like a degustation menu from north to south. You'll have wonderful stews in the north regions like Minho and Trás-os-Montes, where, for example, you will have a magnificent sausage called alheira that is made with chicken and bread, and it's just amazing. It's delightful. It's all obviously smoked, and then it's really fantastic. But then if you come south, you'll find beautiful roasts. Again, in Alentejo, you'll find another type of dish made with bread that is called a sordas, and you will find in Algarve or throughout the country, really, because it has a huge coastline, you'll find amazing seafood dishes. The fish is amazing, very fresh. Lisbon is known for its sardines, uh, and it's really I cannot name one single dish that I could say that is Portugal's national dish, because I would certainly be offending someone there, as they have um, a variety of national dishes from north to south. There is one dish, for example, it's a meat, sorry, a meat broth that is cooked meats like pork meat and beef and chicken and a lot of chorizo and other sausages, other chorizo type sausages, that is called cozido. So Portuguese broth. It's not 100% correct saying it is a broth, but it is the best way to actually call this dish in English. Um, Maybe that's it, but it would be unfair just to name one dish. So if you like your food, Portugal is the place. And then you have the climate. Everybody knows Europe is quite cold in winter, and it has quite mild summers. In Portugal, um, we never had really very, 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 very cold winters or very, very hot summers. Unfortunately, with climate change, of course, this is changing. And in recent years, there has been heat waves in Portugal, lots of heat waves in Portugal. And this year, for example, there was minus temperatures. Um, I could say in a lot of regions of Portugal, from north to south, including Lisbon, and it was extraordinary event that most of the Portuguese have no recollection of living such a winter as they had this year. But that's an extreme event, and that's something that is out of the ordinary. It's not a common occurrence there. So you will have all this great climate even in winter. Of course, if you come from Northern Europe, where the winters are a little bit harsher, you will find that it's quite mild in Portugal for visiting even in winter. You can visit from north to south. Obviously, in the north will be a little bit cooler, but in the south, Algarve is like a Mediterranean paradise. You have the islands as well, which are beautiful. You have Madeira Island, which is a subtropical climate island, and it is, they call themselves a garden, and I believe it is true. And you will find the most amazing gardens and the most amazing plants and flowers in Madeira. And the same happens in Azores, which is an archipelago with 9 islands, and it is amazing as well. It's a beautiful place to visit. Lovely cheese, lovely wine, lovely food, lovely history. What else could you ask for? Come and visit Portugal. And that's all for today. I hope you really enjoyed our talk about Portugal, and I could give you a little clue or a little bit of information about this amazing European country. Um, so you can obviously have a few ideas for your next holiday. Why not? If you have been to Portugal and you would like to share some of your experiences, please feel free to leave a comment below. Or if you are trying to expand to Portugal and you want to know a little bit of information, please leave your comment below. Like the video, why not? The YouTube algorithm always loves it. Subscribe, why not? Subscribe the channel and click in the little bell so you get a notification of another talk every week. And thank you very much for watching. See you next week. You have a good one. So let's talk. Bye.